The Rev'It Cordite leather jacket is new for the spring-summer 2020 riding season, but this is essentially a leather jacket you can wear through the majority of the UK climate in everything but the very, very hottest days. This is a really lovely blend of retro and modern styling from a brand that have a massive cross-focus of disciplines in the motorcycle world, everything from MotoGP all the way through adventure into the urban segment that we are in, and this goes into everything that they do. These are always garments that are really well thought through and executed, and as a result, what we have here to show you is AA certified under the latest standards. There are 3 new leathers in this new spring-summer 2020 collection from Revit. We have the Sherwood, which came in at £299, and here we have the Cordite, which comes in at £329, so a small increase in price, and then we also have the Huntington, which comes in at just under £400 at £399. Each of the jackets offering something slightly different in terms of styling and just very subtle differences in terms of the spec, but really covering that low to mid price point that Revit really occupy very, very successfully in the motorcycle clothing market. All of their jackets are fantastic. This is my favorite out of the 3 actually, and I do really love the 2 colors this comes in. It comes in the black that we have next to us here and in a really lovely olive as well, so definitely check that out. This is a jacket that is available right now, and as I said, I think we'll see you through most of the year. The only thing it's not going to be suitable for is really wet weather riding. As with any standard leather jacket, you're going to need to accessorize with something like a rain jacket that goes over it to keep the water out, but I use a leather jacket to ride day to day on a 40-minute commute, and it's pretty rare. We're literally talking about 5 to 10 rides a year where I actually do bother to put my rain jacket over the top because it's that wet. Leather does a surprisingly good job of keeping water out in light showers or for modest periods of riding, so not too much of a practical consideration there. It's a shortcut leather jacket, so it's also going to be less practical than something that's longer, but most leathers tend to be this sort of a cut. But in terms of the actual way that it is designed to cut, it is more of a sort of city fit than it is an overtly sporty fit. And this wasn't always the case with Revit's leathers. They did used to be quite constrictive and very sporty, but now they're a bit more relaxed, but they're still nice and tailored. And I think they've got a great blend of style as well as a comfortable fit you can wear both on and off the bike. To really help them be practical to wear off the bike, this is a jacket that is, I would say, a relatively thin feel to the leather. It's got a really lovely treatment to it. We don't, unfortunately, have a lot of information from Revit, surprisingly, on the actual leather itself. It's a full grain cow leather, we do know that, but there's something that I think really separates this from the Sherwood at the slightly lower price point by virtue of the finish, the process to the leather. This feels so much softer and just so much more supple. It feels like a very, very premium and expensive fashion leather, but it has the AA certification to back up the fact that it's going to do you what you need it to in the event of a spill. So I think this is just fantastic because it feels wonderful, looks premium, love the tone of the black and also of the olive if you want to go for the other colour, and it feels considerably more expensive than the £30 price difference represents, and being a full grain leather, of course, it's going to be a slightly more premium quality of leather over the Sherwood as well. The only one difference really between the lower priced at £299 Sherwood and this, where this lacks in, is a removable interior gilet for thermal insulation. For me, this is not a big deal in any way, shape or form. I've always thought that really having a removable line within a jacket adds bulk to the jacket and often means you've got zips inside it and other various things that detract slightly from the overall lines and the clean finish of it when you come to wear it without the interior lining in it. You simply just need to wear a thicker jumper, a gilet, a mid-layer. Revit sell their own dedicated mid-layers that will go with anything, and really just accessorize according to the temperature of the day yourself underneath this. So it's really not an issue for me, and I'd rather not pay for the extra removable lining, but that's just a personal preference. Do let us know your thoughts and comments on that. So this is just a straight up leather jacket, that brilliant blend of modern and retro. I think it's got quite a nice blend on that front with the quilted panels giving it a bit more of a heritage look, but otherwise the sleek lines I think do give it just a good blend. It's going to apply to I think most of the interests, most of the tastes of the riders in our part of the market. There's nice and subtle and understated branding to this, so we have the Revit logo patch on this part of the sleeve, and we have it also on the zippers, and the zippers have a lovely sort of toned in worn metal look to them which blends in nicely with this worn look to the leather as it comes fresh as the jacket does. This also comes equipped with Revit's Seesmart award-winning Level 1 C approved removable shoulder and elbow protection. This is the thinnest, most malleable, basically hardest to notice, and really slimmest market leading armour, which you don't need to bother taking out. So with a lot of other armour, you need to factor in the fact that it may need to come out if you want to wear it off the bike, if you don't want to look like a biker, etc, etc. This is just so thin, it's not a factor. You just wear them with the armour in at all times and you wouldn't notice the difference, but it's there and it does the job. It's certified at least to show you that it will do that on impact. You also have a pocket for the back protection if you want to upgrade and have a full complement of the armour. And you also have a connection zipper at the bottom here, so you can accessorise with a compatible zip trouser from Revit, or something like their Safeway belt, which is a universal accessory that will zip your jeans to anything from their collection with these zips on the inside. So you can create that one-piece effect regardless of what jeans you happen to be wearing. Revit, by the way, do have a fantastic jean collection and some really stunning new items which will be coming in very, very shortly, so do stay tuned. Subscribe to our channel to be the first to find out about that. But otherwise, in terms of features, there's not masses of gimmicks. There's nothing overtly technical about this jacket. In terms of the thickness, a lot of people want to know this, and we don't have an actual stat from Revit, but I'm going to put it at 1 mil thick because it does feel on the lighter end of the spectrum, but a lot of this could just be down to the fact that it's actually marginally more at 1.1, possibly even 1.2, but it's just the process and the feel and the finish giving it that really soft, lightweight feel to it. But it's clearly thick enough to pass double AC approval, so it has to be very durable, despite however it may feel to me. Relative to the fit, in terms of the actual sizing of the jacket, we have found that the sizing on the Cordite is consistent with the other two new leathers in the collection. However, as a whole, they do fit more generously than Revit leathers have in previous years by an entire size. Pretty much exactly, so we've checked this amongst the different sizes with various different chest-sized people in the office, and this is universally the case. So do check the size guide at urbanrider.co.uk. So just to be clear, in this instance, I am a 42-inch chest, or just under, I'm 6'2", and I am here in the Revit size 50, which is the EU size, which is a UK size 40 chest. So I should obviously be in one size up if the sizing was correct, but it's too generous. And this is not a bad thing. We often find that the jackets are on the small side rather than on the large side. But here they're just a little bit overly generous in terms of sizing, but once you adjust for that, as I said, the fit itself is very nice indeed. Any questions, comments, of course, you can always email us at info@urbanrider.co.uk. On the inside of the jacket, you're going to have this underlay flap just to prevent a little bit of excess airflow from getting through onto you. And you've just got this nice soft, I think rather nicely detailed inner lining as well, which is soft. It's also going to be moisture wicking, so it's going to help on slightly warmer days too. There's not masses of vents, so this is what I'm saying. In the extremes of the summer, it may be too hot for that, and you may need to go for a mesh jacket, which Revit also do, and check out some of our other brands too. There's also this vertically accessed Napoleon pocket on the inside of the left chest area. So the Revit Cordite jacket coming in at £329, double AC approval, and basically ticking all the boxes you would want from just a really good classic looking biker jacket. Do check out the others in the range, as I mentioned, the Huntington and the Sherwood. If you want to shop around for slightly different spec, then do. We have a massive collection over Urban Rider, which I would also suggest that you go and check out too. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to our channel to be the first to find out about the world's finest riding gear. Leave your thoughts, comments, and feedback below. We do love hearing from you guys, and we will see you again for another video review soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.